Hey Unbox!
Hey guys, what's happening? Different style of video. We're here. I'm here with John.
We're driving down Commonwealth. We're actually doing a different kind of review for you guys today. Today we'll be reviewing Ford's Ecosport. It's a brand new 2018 model. We're reviewing the 1 liter titanium version. This is top of the line Ford Ecosport for 2018. Now, just to give you a little background why Jamie is here. Jamie actually drove the last year's EcoSport for his wedding. Thank you Ford for actually lending Jamie a vehicle to use during his wedding last year.
Thanks guys.
So now this is 2018 version. There's a lot of things that we need to cover. It's a brand new vehicle, and I've been using it for around 3 days during the long weekend, and it's amazing. It is by far the best EcoSport Ford has ever built, and it fixes a lot of the problems and a lot of the issues of the old EcoSport.
Alright, siguro let's try to break this down into like sections. Let's start with the outside first. Like, what specifically did they change from last year's model?
So Ford actually changed quite a bit. The front looks very mean and very aggressive. If you take a look at the old EcoSport, the 2017 version, it looked okay, but it looked a little chubby.
We were calling it the Husky EcoSport a little while ago.
Husky EcoSport, the EcoSport pre-diet. The 2018 version of the EcoSport looks very nice. Looks very handsome. Looks very mean. I called it the post.
The post-keto,
post-IF EcoSport, because it really looks quite different. It looks very handsome, it's very aggressive. The grille looks wow, it looks pretty. We actually had a couple of admiring looks while we were driving the car on the road going to Baguio.
But again, it maintains kind of that signature silhouette that the EcoSport has, but very subtle changes make a huge difference.
Yeah,
huge differences.
So yeah, the look, the car looks pretty aggressive. It's brand new. It looks really sporty, and isn't that the point of the EcoSport? It's like
sporty.
It's in the name. It needs to be sporty. Speaking of sporty, like the new 2018 EcoSport has a brand new engine. It's a 1 liter EcoBoost engine. Now it's a 3-cylinder. Oh, it's too underpowered for such a large vehicle. I'm telling you, bros, like the 1.0 liter EcoBoost engine is way better than the 1.5 or the 1.6 engine.
A lot better, definitely a lot better than what I tested.
Generation EcoSport. It's mated with a turbocharger. So with that turbocharger, it produces around 123 horsepower at around 6,600 RPM. And we use this crossover going to Baguio. And I tell you, if I was driving the old EcoSport, I wouldn't actually be confident enough to overtake any of the vehicles I see on the road.
Actually, that was kind of my problem with the previous EcoSport. It was nice and comfortable inside, but I got married in Tagaytay, and that's not a particularly steep drive, and it can get quite traffic. You know, may tricycle, may mga ibang jeep, and sometimes you just don't feel confident enough that you can actually make the overtake, because parang it was kind of lacking in power. And I was actually surprised. We were up in the hills of Antipolo earlier today, and yeah, I was really surprised at how quick and nimble this car actually is.
Like, I didn't have any problems overtaking slow as 10-wheeler trucks going up to Baguio because Cannon Road is closed. So I didn't have any problems overtaking at all. The engine produced enough power just to overtake, because if you've driven going up to Baguio, you know the overtaking chances are really narrow. So sometimes it's just 3 to 4 seconds, 5 seconds just to overtake.
Yeah, especially if you get stuck behind those huge trucks.
If you get stuck behind a really slow truck, you really do need to overtake, or else you're gonna be going up to Baguio at 20 kilometers per hour. This vehicle managed to do that without any problems at all. It was very quick, it was very nimble. For such a big vehicle, it was surprisingly nimble to drive. I had my utmost confidence going up there without any issues. And while I only had my wife with me at the time, you can probably fit 4 people and still have that much, you still be confident to overtake.
John and I aren't exactly like the smallest people in the world. And so wide lens isn't helping me at all, but yeah, definitely it's very comfortable. You can probably fit 2 more people our size in the back. Might be a little cramped, but as I was telling John, that I think this is the perfect car for a starter family who might not want like your regular sedan or wants the ride a little higher than the rest of the cars on the road. And yeah, I'm really impressed with the power that it outputs now compared to the previous model, and I think that's because they changed the transmission.
So one of the main problems with a lot of Ford vehicles, especially the 2017 EcoSport, was the power shift dual clutch transmission. So that particular transmission has been problematic in the past, and it contributed to a lot of performance issues, also noise issues. So Ford has gone with a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission now, which is actually pretty quiet. It contributes to how sporty the car is on the road. It allows you to it shifts smoothly from one gear to the other, no problems at all. Very also contributes to how quiet this crossover is. While Ford hasn't completely changed out the suspension, what they've done is they put in new what do you call this, dampening material on strategic locations in the vehicle, which means this car is very quiet. We can actually record this on the GoPro, no problem at all. We've also gone through some janky ass roads trying to film footage for you guys today, and the car was surprisingly quiet during that drive, especially during Baguio. There's not a lot of road noise. The tires are 17-inch Michelin tires, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and it's very quiet. I don't know if you can hear anything.
It's definitely a lot more quiet. As in perspective from my own personal car, you can definitely hear the difference between like coming in the car, not except with that huge motorcycle.
Those motorcycles we can't do anything about, but like road noise and just normal driving, the car is very smooth and very quiet, and we like it. So one of the main changes as well that we really like is the dash, like the inside of the vehicle. So instead, like Ford's previous dashboard for the EcoSport,
it was okay. It had some bells and whistles, like we were talking about kanina. It had what do you call it, Ford Sync, which was alright, but this is definitely a lot better. So
you have an 8-inch touchscreen in the front, which supports Android Auto and whatever the Apple equivalent is. Sorry, we don't use Apple.
We're not iOS.
So we're not iOS people. So, which allows you to actually use your phone with your car safely, in that it projects Waze and Google Maps on the screen. Which, let's be honest, they're just using Waze. You can play Spotify. You can do voice searches. So it just makes driving so much easier. So it definitely is an upgrade. As a driver, everything is at your fingertips. I just didn't like the weird placement of the light controls, which is on my lower left knee. It weirded me out a little bit, but after a while you get used to it.
Yeah, there are actually I was also able to borrow the Ranger before. The controls are also on that side, I guess. So if you're familiar with I guess the nav controls or all the controls of Ford, then you'll definitely feel
at home.
This one.
So so aside from that, everything is very modern. There's a push button start, so you don't need a key to start the engine. There's also like hill climb assist. There's also rain detection wipers as well. There's a auto start, auto off, which means if that is selected, if you're stuck in traffic for a long period of time, the car engine shuts off when you step on the brake. Then when you lift off, it turns on again, and the car engine, the engine starts up almost instantly, so it's not really a big deal.
Right.
There's also, you can also turn off traction control for some reason. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because I don't know,
If you want to be sporty.
if you want to
I don't know.
super sporty, you'd probably turn that on. I don't know why you want to do that, but okay, fine. The only thing we don't like is that, you know, with the sportiness of the car, I think it would have benefited the EcoSport if they put in paddle shifters, because it
Right.
feels so sporty.
Yeah.
But you know, you have drive and low, that's it, and reverse, and
Yeah, reverse, yeah.
that's all you get. So the Ford EcoSport is how much?
1.168.
So that's
yeah.
for the top of the line titanium ones. So you get the 1 liter engine. That's the only variant that we know of
Yeah.
that gets a 1 liter engine. Also gets this very nice sunroof, which
Right.
isn't present on the cheaper versions. 6-speed automatic. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, we're actually checking out some of the competition earlier, and I think the Suzuki Vitara was at 1.14. So this is definitely competitively priced. If you're looking at Subaru, the XV, it's at 1.6, so that's a significant jump forward. So definitely, I would really recommend test driving this if you're in the market for a crossover. I wish I had budget for this car.
Yeah, if you've been taking a look at the EcoSport before and been seeing reports of, oh, it's underpowered, oh, this problematic transmission, and you were actually considering that, but you had to go with other options, we'd suggest that you take a look at the new variant again,
Yeah.
because there's definitely, the improvements here aren't just like, it's not iterative. There's a lot of things that they've changed, that they've
Definitely.
improved, that really deserves a second look. If you were previously in the market for the EcoSport and you were worried about the issues, come take a look at the new one before you actually make your decision.
All right, so that pretty much does it for this off-the-cuff car review. I know it's something very, very different, so we hope you like this.
Hopefully you like it,
Yeah.
and if you like it enough, we'll do another one.
Yep.
We'll do another car review for you guys. Hopefully it's gonna be really sporty with a V8 engine, but yeah, whatever. With that, please like, subscribe, comment if you have any additional questions about this particular car or just gadgets in general, I guess.
Just leave them in the comment section down below. And of course, for the usual stuff that we do, head to unbox.ph and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hit that notification bell to become part of the notification squad.
That's right, yo. So that's pretty much it. My name's Jamie.
My name is John.
Peace.
Bye-bye.